3 semifinals, and don't worry if you've been watching, we're not running, well, the game is running late, but you're not missing any action. Our first semifinal went a little long as the Winooski Spartans moved on to the championship game. They'll face the winner of this game between the Hazen Union Wildcats, the 2 seed coming in, and the number 3 Thetford Academy Panthers. I'm Tom Corbett, alongside is Lori Shepard, and this sets up to be a very fun game. These two teams split their meetings in the regular season. Earlier in the year, Thetford beat Hazen at home, at Thetford's home, and very physical, a lot of double teaming to Rivard, and they got the Wildcats in foul trouble. In the second game, it was Hazen the aggressors. They got Thetford in a little bit of foul trouble, and they were able to take off and win that second game fairly handedly.
Right, you go from a 5-point win for Thetford to a month later, and a 19-point win for the Hazen Wildcats, and both teams playing in that really strong Capital Division. And the only 3 losses for Hazen, obviously that one to Thetford, but the other 2 losses to the Montpelier Solons and the Spalding Crimson Tide. Give a shout out to Coach McCauley. Sorry we're late coming on, and I know this is the only night you're allowed to take that Tide jersey off and put your Hazen red on. Actually, not the only night, but we'll definitely, I'm sure you're wearing it well tonight. We look at both these ball clubs, and what are we talking about, Tom? We're talking about state championships. When we look at the Hazen Wildcats, obviously the defending state champs beating the what we think was the 1 seed last year, the Winooski Spartans, and possibly another date again this year, but we've got 32 minutes to decide that. But you look down at Coach Jason Gray, and a lot of success in this Thetford program as well. Tom and I were talking about, we think 2 or 3 state championships for Coach Gray and his team as well. Tough schedule playing in that Capital Division. So both of these teams battle-tested. They've played the tough strength of schedule. They've split during the regular season. And I will say this, the fan base is here for both ball clubs. There's a lot of red and blue matching the hardwood floor here at the Barry Auditorium. Hazen has definitely got their vocals working a lot earlier tonight. Right after that Winooski game ended, they started with their chants and cheers. So, Tom, they're ready to go.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game. First, for the Thetford Academy Panthers, number 1, take care of the basketball. Everybody says that, and it's shown over these 2 weeks at the auditorium.
Absolutely.
Turnovers sink teams.
They 100% do. And in the first game we saw, both teams did do a good job taking care of the ball.
And the second one, defense. Easy to say, and Coach Gray mentioned it. This is going to be a physical game. It's going to come down to their ability to keep the big man Tyler Rivard off of the glass, away from the rim. This is a guy for Hazen, a 1,000-point scorer. He's 4 rebounds away from 1,000 rebounds in his career. If the text message I got from Spencer Howard is correct.
What you know it is.
I will give him the shout out there. They need to be steady and take away as many opportunities as they can. For the Wildcats, number 1 was pace of play. They wanted to get out, they wanted to move, and the second, he said, it's going to come down to who can stay out of foul trouble.
I was just going to say that, and I should have known Coach Hill would use that as his second key, and that will be huge tonight. Which team can stay out of foul trouble? Going to go a long way.
As these teams very, like we said, they know each other. There's all those connections. The Wildcat coaching staff wearing Hardwick Academy purple and gold, as they celebrated that this year and had all the old Hardwick Academy championship teams. And you look at it with Jason Gray, who you said he's won a couple championships as a coach here at Thetford. a very accomplished race car driver.
Which I just learned.
Who's won championships on dirt.
Amazing.
But this is a kid that I believe was at the auditorium for 4 straight years, playing for Coach McGinn.
Oh my God, that's
Thetford
amazing.
Academy in the late 2000s.
Have you watched any of that tape?
I lived some of it. I was here for some of those.
Okay, good point. That's a good point, partner. Okay, all right.
And he was a heck of a player. Only got to the championship his freshman year. Lost in the semis the next couple. And we actually had him on our racing podcast, and he said, I would give away one of the racing championships to have won one playing basketball here at the auditorium. And
100%.
He tells the kids that every single season. He knows what it means. And, you know, he had those matchups at the auditorium as a player against Coach Hill.
Boy, the history goes deep, doesn't it? It goes very deep. Wow.
Seems to in Division III.
Absolutely, 100%. Nothing better.
Let's take a look at the starters for Thetford Academy. The sophomore, number 4, Hunter Clay. The senior, number 2, Jacob Gilman. The junior, number 12, Mitchell Parkman. The sophomore, number 31, Dempsey McGovern. For the Wildcats, sophomore, number 1, Brendan Moodie. The senior, number 4, Jaden Baker. The junior, number 11, Xavier Hill. The senior, number 15, Tyler Rivard. And the senior, number 25, Lincoln Michaud. We'll be back after the national anthem with the opening tip. You are watching the Division III semifinals right here on the NFHS Network.
The Barrie Tournament, if be course of action, forfeiture of the event from future attenders of our communities on behalf of beautiful Roadview.
The national anthem has come and gone, and we are ready to go in this Division III semifinal. A jam-packed crowd. Hazen in their home whites with blue and red, and Thetford Academy in their visiting blue with white numbers.
And Tom Hazen averaging 96 points in their playoff run so far. That is filling up the stat sheet.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're not hitting that average tonight.
If I was a betting person, I would say the same.
Michaud controls their opening tip right to Rivard, who lays it in.
Great start for the Wildcats. Couldn't have drawn that one up any better.
Outside. They get it up top. Thought about a 3, did Parkman. Instead gets rid of it, and taking it is Hunter Clay.
And quick release by Clay.
Xavier Hill looked for the quick answer, couldn't get it. Pushing is Thetford. Left wing, McGovern back out.
And Thetford Academy starts 3 sophomores. Quite impressive.
Up top, they swing it. Back in the hands of Fahey.
Nice man-to-man defense by the Wildcats.
Blowing by, laid it off for Fahey. He misses the short jumper. Going the other way, Xavier Hill ahead of the pack, lays it up and in for 2.
Really enjoy watching Xavier Hill's game on both ends of the floor.
His father, Travis Hill, an assistant for the Wildcats, part of the 1996 championship team.
Here goes the history. I love it.
Pull up just inside the three-point line, knocking it down, Jacob Gilman. In the corner, Michaud. That is a last name you'll hear a lot today, as Moodie for 3, no good. Partially because how much he plays, but there's 2 more coming off the bench.
Exactly.
As it's laid up and in by Dempsey McGovern. Over to Jaden Baker on the left side. Up top, Moodie. Hill, deep three. That one no good.
Nice job of boxing out by the Panthers as a collective team.
I don't think that was the shot that Coach Hill wanted to see. Hunter Clay up top, stepping off the open three, kicking out. Fahey on the drive, nice. Runs into Rivard, and an offensive foul.
Had to call that. That was great positioning by Rivard.
And then, obviously, and Lori, we also didn't mention the history of the fact that 1 week ago, at this exact time, the Thetford girls and Hazen girls were playing here in the semifinals.
Exactly.
And the Panthers
How could I forget
knocked out the Wildcats as Moodie misses the wide open three, rebound for Thetford.
I will say the Panthers doing a really good job on the defensive glass, making sure it's one and done.
Three on the way, McGovern, got it.
5 quick points for Dempsey McGovern.
Jaden Baker. His pass too low, taken away by Thetford. The Panthers on the move. Thetford has come out with a lot of energy right here in this first quarter. They lead it 10-4, almost halfway through the first. Nice seal, over the top pass, but it's taken away off the bobble off the hands of Clay. Jaden Baker calls for the screen and roll.
Nice job by Lincoln Michaud. Pinned the defender back, just didn't see him.
Hill steps into a three. This one he's got.
And 5 quick points for Xavier Hill.
Short-term memory, missed the first 2 and was ready to pull the trigger on the third. Mid-range jumper, that one won't go for Parkman. Moodie on the drive, off glass for 2.
Love the sophomores game. Now Moodie is the transfer from People's Academy, I believe.
Craftsbury. Craftsbury?
Oh, I thought it was PA. I'm gonna have to phone a friend here for that one.
Drive, kick, 3 on the way. That one no good. Box out by Xavier Hill and rebound secured by Rivard. Moodie off the screen, looking for Rivard on the roll. Good defense there by Thetford. Baker looks inside. Rivard, drop step, goes up, no good. Solid D that time by Parkman. Parkman steps across to Fahey. Into the corner, back up top. Right side, Clay. He's got a 3 from there earlier. Short corner, on the drive and kick. Clay off glass, that one no good.
Whoa.
The follow a little bit high.
A little bit high.
A little juiced up.
Yep, good ball movement by the Panthers. Wanting the high percentage finishes, they're passing on some outside shots.
Up top, Moodie. Right side, Hill. And a turnover there. Moodie's pass high. Said he got hit on the hand, but hand's part of the ball.
Very true. I didn't realize that Coach Hill has a 5-person assistant coaching staff, one being his daughter.
And his brother.
Nice. And his brother.
Kick
I had to
out.
give the daughter the shout out, though.
And we'll get a foul on the rebound going against Hunter Clay.
And I talked about one and done, Thetford being very good on the defensive glass. Well, the Hazen Wildcats are doing a superb job on the defensive glass as well. Not a lot of second shot looks here in the first quarter for either ball club.
Up top, Baker. Skipped across to Moodie. That one off balance from Hill, and a rebound secured by Thetford.
And good rotation defense from the Panthers.
In the corner, they get it up top. Looking for the crossover, Gilman.
Nice defense by Gabe Michaud.
Lobbed up for Rivard. What a pass. The follow is there for Brendan Moodie.
And the sophomore with a solid couple of buckets here in the opening quarter.
Under a minute. 11-10. Wildcats by 1. Gilman has it taken away by Baker. 1-on-1, goes up and will draw the foul on Fahey.
And Fahey trying to time that perfectly, but definitely getting Baker with the body.
Sometimes on those breakaways on offense, slowing down is the best weapon.
Exactly. A nice officiating crew, as we always have here at the Barry Auditorium, with Shep, Ciccio, and Blanchard.
First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. 35 seconds. Ooh, almost had a lane there, did McGovern, but wasn't looking to drive. Shot fake. Speaking of driving, nice take that time, but Vance can't get it to drop. 20 seconds as Hill kicks out. Moodie for 3. No good. Rivard, the offensive rebound. No good. Moodie pulls it out. He'll launch another one. This time he's got it. The sophomore pulling the trigger here in the first.
Exactly. Nice cool 7 points for Moodie.
And after the early surge from Thetford, the Wildcats come back. They hold a 6-point lead after 1. You're watching the Division III semifinals right here on the NFHS Network. Through 1, a exciting first quarter of runs here in this Division III semifinal. The Wildcats out in front. Thanks a nice little first quarter for the sophomore, Brendan Moodie.
7 of the 16 points. Rebounding battle won a slight edge to Hazen, 8-7. The turnovers, Thetford 4, Hazen with 2. So Mitchell Parkman with his first field goal of the night.
Left side, Baker in the corner. Gabe Michaud on the drive, wide open and good for 2.
Didn't want to foul from behind, rotation defense, and not there that time.
Hunter Clay kind of jabbed at it, but then he got back thinking he was looking to make that wraparound pass. On the drive, nice drop move. Step there, and drawing the foul is Mitchell Parkman, and that'll be the first on Tyler Rivard.
Good patience by both ball clubs. Thetford passing on some outside shots. I understand those are the low percentage. Not sure if they're just looking for that finish at the rim to get some fouls stacked up against Hazen, but right now that was the first foul on the Hazen Wildcats going on Tyler Rivard. But a good job by Hazen.
Second free throw, no good. Free throw shooting hurt the Thetford Academy girls in the championship last week as Gabe Michaud gets that to drop.
And a nice dime assist by Xavier Hill. That was a pretty entry pass.
Left side, Clay looking for the 3, takes the 3, no good. Michaud, the rebound, and his pass knocked out of bounds. to be careful on those outlet passes. Make sure it's open. Brendan Moodie gets off to Baker. Over in the corner to Michaud. Rivard getting a breather here as Hill on the drive draws the foul. Important here for Thetford to see if they can get a little inside game going right now with Rivard on the bench.
Exactly. They're going to have to pound it down low, especially with a big guy on the bench.
First free throw rattles in.
Shooter's touch by Hill gives him 6 points.
Boone Fahey back in for Thetford.
It's a fun name. I really like it.
I feel like that's something we would have heard in the Hoosiers movie.
Right?
Old Boone Fahey coming off that picket fence.
Now you're going to make me wonder. It's a great name.
Right side Clay. Looking inside for Fahey, taken away. Nice first half here by Gabe Michaud, and beautiful seal there, but the bucket won't go, or the follow. A great look inside to Lincoln Michaud, but could not get it.
Yeah, pretty passing clinic being put on here by the Wildcats.
10-point lead for Hazen, 22-12 is the score. Long three, that one won't go. Rebound Fahey. Looking for that up and under. Gabe Michaud with the defense. Nice little drive there. The lay-in won't go. Great take by Dempsey McGovern. Just can't get it to drop. Jaden Baker takes the three. No good. A rebound secured by Mitchell Parkman.
Outscoring Thetford 6-2 so far here in the second quarter. Thetford's gone a little cold.
As taken away by Thetford off the rebound. Boone down low, step through, off glass, no good. Rebound Baker.
Solid interior D by Gabe Michaud. Solid. Ooh.
Jaden Baker has it poked away from behind, collides with Boone Fahey. Thetford the other way, the runner off glass, no good from McGovern.
And there goes Fahey and Michaud.
I think if you're Coach Gray, you want to see McGovern take that hard to the basket. As Moodie going to draw the foul there. Coach Gray saying he wants the same call on the other side.
I don't know what's more fun, watching this game or sitting between two Corbetts who have red and blue just oozing out of their eyes right now. I love this.
Hill gets it up top to Gabe Michaud, over to Rivard. Pump fake on the drive, goes up and he'll draw the foul. I was told, I just got a text message that he did get his 4th rebound before he went out. So Tyler Rivard now in the 1,000-point, 1,000-rebound club. I don't know how big it is, but I'm guessing exclusive.
Exactly.
No good on the first.
I was going to keep track, but this game, the pace was so fun the first 4 minutes. But yes, absolutely no doubt.
Lane violation against Hazen. That'll wipe off the free throw. That's one of those violations you do not look over at the bench afterwards. Head down, you don't want to look. From the free throw line, rattling it in, Mitchell Parkman.
A much-needed bucket for the Academy. Wow.
Moodie's three won't go. Rebound knocked out. Going to stay with Hazen, though I think that one was off the hands of Michaud, and I think both of the other officials are coming over to tell him.
Yep. Yep.
They're still
Shep
discussing.
And Blanchard are having they might be discussing summer dinner roast tomorrow night, but I guess not.
Good call there.
Yep.
Good job by the officials coming back together. Jacob Gilman gives it off to Clay to bring up. On the right side, Parkman back up top. Boone Fahey steps through and called for the travel.
Boone Fahey, God bless him. He has been trying that move the last 3 times. Great interior defense by the Wildcats.
And Coach Gray telling him, move the ball. We got to pass it more. A 30-second timeout here by Thetford. Chance for me to tell you that if you're planning a get-together, let Price Chopper and Market 32 help. Pick up your free Let Us Entertain You brochure and choose from a wide selection of delicious platters, including apps, deli meats, cheeses, shrimp, desserts, and more. Order online at pricechopper.com. Also, the VPA's official rankings and tournament brackets can be found online at scorebooklive.com/Vermont. Get the mobile app and follow live scores too. scorebooklive.com. Over half court, Xavier Hill brings it up. Jaden Baker off the ball screen. Thetford pushing that pressure out a little bit farther. Wide open for Hill. No good from 3, out of bounds. And getting together a little bit is Hunter Clay and Mitchell Parkman. Neither was happy with the miscommunication that gave up that 3-point attempt. And both did not think it was on them.
Exactly. It's going on to Rivard. That's his second.
Away from the ball.
Just 3 fouls on Hazen, but 2 of those on Tyler Rivard.
Xavier Hill blocks the 3, goes to the other end, and he'll draw the foul. If you're Thetford, you had the people there. Just got to go straight up. That's a 3rd foul on Hunter Clay. He was hoping that was going towards Jacob Gilman.
Yeah, exactly.
Second free throw, good. 10-point game for the Wildcats. 24-14 is the score. Up top. McGovern gets rid of it. Boone Fahey kicks out to McGovern. Back over to Gilman. Up top to Vance. Vance off balance, no good. The follow is there for Mitchell Parkman. And Mitchell Parkman has had a very good first half as the defensive anchor in the post, as well as pitching in on the offensive end. Left-handed runner won't go for Hill. And how about that one on the floor as we get a jump ball. Great hustle by Jacob Gilman. Coach Gray tried to get a timeout there, but couldn't quite get it in time. Lincoln Michaud back in for the Wildcats. Ryan Morrison back to the bench. Brendan Moodie, right side, Michaud. Ball screen for Hill. Lincoln Michaud rolls. Gabe looks inside to Lincoln, back out Baker. Shot fake, another shot fake, inside. Great passing, won't go. The follow for Lincoln Michaud won't go. The third crack at it goes for Gabe Michaud.
3 offensive boards, one of them's got to go. And now we can go to the line to try to finish off that 3-point play.
Talk about making the extra pass.
Oh, exactly. We'll give it that.
No good on the free throw. Rebound is there for the sophomore Dylan Vance. Up top. Right side Vance. Vance off the ball screen. In the corner, a little give and go, but it's taken away. Gabe Michaud with the steal.
Nice backdoor cut, but nicely defended even more by the Wildcats.
Lincoln Michaud missed the lay-in on the long pass. On the wing, McGovern gets it up top.
A good job by Gilman saying, we got to calm down.
Driving, off glass, that one won't fall for Parkman.
Good look for Parkman. Wildcats are working hard in that paint. They are pinning those defenders.
Xavier Hill skips across. Jaden Baker for 3. That one no good. Rebound Gabe Michaud goes up and lays it in.
Got at least a handful of offensive boards the last 2 possessions for the Wildcats. Academy have got to get them off the boards and make sure it's one and done.
Poked away by Michaud, and Gabe Michaud has had a heck of a half here off the bench for the Wildcats. Skipped across, stepping off the 3. Vance on the drive. Nice take by the sophomore. And Lincoln Michaud going to pick up the foul.
A young team for Coach Gray. 1 senior. A couple of freshmen and a half a dozen sophomores on this team. I'm lying, not half a dozen, 8 sophomores.
First free throw is good by one of those sophomores. And Dylan Vance. Spencer Durkee in now for Thetford for this last 40 seconds. Give Dempsey McGovern a little bit of an extra breather here as the second free throw no good. 28-17, Wildcats by 11. Hazen, the reigning Division III state champions, as they beat Winooski 1 year ago. Winooski waiting the winner of this game in this year's title as Brendan Moodie knocks down the 3.
Second 3 of the first half for the young man. 10 points already for the sophomore Moodie.
5 seconds. Gilman off glass, no good. Boone Fahey, the follow, won't go, and a nice run to close out the second quarter. The Wildcats lead the Thetford Academy Panthers 31-17. You're watching the 2023 VPA Vermont State Basketball State Semifinals presented by Booth Brothers.
Vermont Mom.
Smart.
Without a don't wait and is a team I was not better.
A good first half if you're a Wildcat fan. Tyler Rivard, the 1,000-point scorer, 1,000 rebounds, was held to what, 2 points?
2 points.
At the free throw line in the first half, and they sit with a 14-point lead.
Exactly, and a big first half by the sophomore Brendan Moodie, 10 points. and Gabe Michaud, huge off the bench with 8. The rebounding battle, which I spoke highly of both ball clubs in the first quarter, making sure it was the one and done game, that shifted quickly in the second quarter. Hazen out rebounding Thetford Academy 22-13. 15 of those defensive boards for the Wildcats, which they are making sure it's one and done for TA. The turnover battle, 8 turnovers for Thetford Academy, and the Hazen Wildcats doing such an outstanding job. Just 4 turnovers, Tom, and that 15-7 second quarter for the Wildcats was just pretty picture-perfect basketball.
On the flip side, for Thetford, I think they need to figure out how to get themselves some easier looks on the offensive side. Defensively, there were a couple lapses on some switches, on some screens that gave up some open shots, but I thought they actually played a pretty good fundamental half of defense. They just couldn't quite get their offense going.
Very true, because they had very solid rotations in their defensive sets, but you're right, they came out hot on the offensive end, and then it just kind of fizzled out a little bit. And you had said at one point, Coach Gray looking for that, make that extra pass. We're becoming a little stagnant. We're trying to jam it in the paint instead of kicking it back out and reestablishing ourselves. So as we always say, Tom, these first 2 minutes will be huge here in this second Division III semifinal, and actually the last semifinal game of the week.
Of the year.
Of the year. And Tom Corbett Jr.'s birthday is in July, not October. Could you write that? Put that in your phone. Your son's birthday, put it in your phone. It's not October, okay?
That is an inside joke.
that I just aired out. I gotta let everyone know it's nowhere better to watch basketball than the Barry Odd, and I am the one that gets to sit between these two wonderful gentlemen.
Stolen by Rivard, and he's going to pull it out. Moodie in the paint, runner, draws the foul.
Well, that young man just gets it done, doesn't he? Deadly from the perimeter, but he can take it to the basket as well.
And the senior Rivard didn't have the numbers advantage and made the unselfish choice, pull it back out, make the pass. Free throws are good.
And he can shoot free throws. Got it all.
Up top, they swing it. Parkman skipped across. Looking down low, Parkman does a great job. Rivard with the slip, and Parkman does a great job straight to the rim.
Exactly, for 8 points on the night for Parkman.
Thetford switching to a zone here. Uh, 3-2 as the deep three from Moodie knocks it down.
That is sick. That is 3 threes for the sophomore, and that was a deep one. Nice defense by the Wildcats on the cuts. No belly cuts here.
Parkman on a nice drive, offensive foul. Coach Gray gave an intrigued look to the officials on that one, but that was a pretty close one. Strong take, though, by Parkman either way. Moodie in the corner, chased off the three-point line by McGovern. Kicks, Baker for three, got it.
First bucket of the night for Baker, and the Wildcats have come out on fire in this third quarter.
Three won't go that time. Gilman wanted it. Rivard, top of the key, gives it off to Moodie in the paint, goes up. His scoop won't go. And Thetford gonna push. In the hands of Clay. Clay with 3 fouls for Thetford. Looking inside, taken away by Rivard.
And their defense was solid in the first half, but I think they talked about it a little bit more at half, and Hazen has taken away everything. Denying, taking those belly cuts away, and getting in the passing lane.
Gilman turns it over, gets it right back, and a foul going to go on Lincoln Michaud. I tell you, Jacob Gilman has been all over the floor for Thetford in this game. Clay started this game out with a big 3. I don't think he's scored since then. Of course, got in foul trouble in the second. Boone Fahey skips across. Parkman with the jumper. Got it.
I think he used every part of that cylinder.
Someone for Thetford is going to have to step up to help out Parkman here on the offensive side.
Exactly. Oh,
Lincoln
nice.
Michaud drop step, missed the lay-in.
Nice job of pinning the defender back by Michaud.
Good take there by Fahey, can't get it, and a foul on Gilman. I think Gilman's implying there's a little gamesmanship there, perhaps with the reaction from Rivard. And of course, Jacob Gilman, the lone senior on this Thetford Academy team. $18-point lead here for Hazen Union. As it's turned over by Baker. Vance drives the other end, got it in the foul. The sophomore off the bench, Dylan Vance, trying to spark something here for Thetford.
Exactly. Thetford needing a spark, and Vance stepping up here.
Got the crowd going a little bit. And he completes the three-point play. Gets the lead back down to 15. Gabe Michaud back in now for the Wildcats as Lincoln heads to the bench. Moodie chased off the three-point line by Vance. I like Coach Gray putting that long body of Vance in front of Moodie as Gabe Michaud draws the foul in the paint.
I like watching Coach Hill on the side. If his offense just takes a few seconds to look around, he's like, come on, keep going, keep going. Loving the ball movement.
First free throw, no good. Second free throw, good.
Yep. There was a little bit of a, they've already had a couple of interactions on the side, Blanchard and Coach Gray.
Hazen thought it was a timeout. Now for, I believe it's just a warning.
Warning, exactly.
Not the full technical.
No, not a technical, but they had a discussion 30 seconds prior to that. So a little bit more chirping, and yes, the warning was handed out.
No good on the three there for Parkman. Drop step, turnaround, off balance, no good for Dempsey McGovern. With the warning, do you have to stay seated?
I don't think you do with the warning, but don't quote me on that one.
I know once you get a technical.
Get it, you do definitely have to.
And I can say I know from experience, you have to keep your butt on the seat the rest of the game.
I know, Coach McCauley, you're laughing right now. But I don't think with the warning, we'll see.
On the drive, Baker. Good job by Fahey to get in there, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Boone Fahey sacrificing the body. Cutting through. They get it up top, knocked away, stolen by Gabe Michaud. Michaud goes up and lays it in. Gabe Michaud has had a ball game off the bench for the Wildcats tonight.
Certainly has 13 points here already.
Nice answer from Hunter Clay. Moodie gets it up to Rivard. Looking for Michaud cutting through, turned over. Vance up top. Boone Fahey from the free throw line.
First bucket for Fahey, but he has been working hard tonight.
And we get a 30-second timeout here by the Wildcats. If you're curious about these two teams and maybe you want to see names and numbers, this year's programs are free and digital and easily accessed from your mobile device. Find the links you need at vpaonline.org. Thank you to our digital program partners at the Vermont State Highway Safety Office, Community National Bank, Price Chopper and Market 32, the Vermont Army National Guard, and Booth Brothers. Coming out of the timeout, going to be Wildcat basketball in front of the Thetford Academy bench. 42-28 the score. Wildcats ahead by 14.
And they were ahead by 14 at the half, so good job by the Wildcats maintaining here.
Up top, they swing it right side. Looking for Rivard. Great job by Parkman. Got around that seal. Took it away. Fahey off to Parkman. Turns the corner. Jump stop in the paint off glass for two.
Wrong move by Parkman. That gives him 12 points on the night. What a nice jump through by Parkman.
Thetford has cut the lead to 12 here. Moodie pulls up from the free throw line. Got it.
And
big answer by the sophomore.
Every time they need an answer, it's Moodie or Gabe Michaud tonight. 17 points for the sophomore Moodie. Oh, nice give and go.
Fahey blocked by Rivard. Puts it up again, no good. Rebound Gabe Michaud, and we'll get a jump ball. Xavier Hill going to be pressured here by Clay, and they get no. And we'll get a push on the sideline. I think Coach Gray is biting his knuckles right now. Looking to get it in. High post to Michaud, and Boone Fahey going to pick up the reach-in foul, and he gives a nod, said, yep.
Yep. Two quickies here for the Panthers. It's going to be 3 on Boone Fahey.
Goes into Gabe Michaud, back to Hill. Brendan Moodie gave that a strong look to the rim. Tries to lay it off, and that pass at the feet of Gabe Michaud.
Yep, tough pass to corral for Michaud. But again, Wildcats still maintaining that 14-point lead.
Drive, kick, McGovern for 3. In and out, rebound Rivard. Laid down for Michaud, and that'll be a foul.
And Michaud back to the line where he is 1 for 3. 11 points on the night.
That'll be the 3rd foul on Dempsey McGovern. Free throw is good. Hazen already shooting free throws here the rest of the way. No good on the second. Rebound is there for Boone Fahey. Clay up top. Goes right side to Fahey. Crosses to his left. Kicks out to McGovern. Back to Fahey. Dribbles in. Lays it off for Vance. Nice look, but almost a little too nonchalant.
Yes.
I think Vance got caught kind of in between the jumper and the lay-in. Didn't know what he wanted to do. Fahey drives at Rivard. Got it. Great take by Boone Fahey to give Thetford a little momentum after 3. They trail in this one 45-32. You're watching the Division III semifinals right here on the NFHS Network.
Spalding.
Headed to the 4th quarter, a trip to the Division III state championship on the line to play the number 1 Winooski Spartans. Hazen leading 45-32 on Thetford Academy.
And Hazen still owning the boards, 27-24 the game, but in that 3rd quarter, 7 turnovers for the Wildcats and 5 for Thetford Academy.
The jumper won't go. Tough bounce there for Mitchell Parkman. Thetford back in their man. Screen and roll. Michaud pump fake goes up. No good. Out of bounds, but the ball will stay with Hazen. As they get the Swiffer out.
Which has been extremely busy tonight. Oh, we got the Swiffer at that, and we got the better one down here.
I think the better one over in that corner, too. Looking inside. Gabe Michaud with the drive.
Nice take by Michaud. Rivard had his defender pinned back nicely. Nice little alleyway for the junior.
Gabe Michaud going to pick up the reach-in foul off a nice seal from Boone Fahey. The sophomore Boone Fahey has just been grinding through this game.
Really has.
Clay up top. Right side Parkman hits Vance. Little shot fake, kicks out. In the corner, Vance drives the baseline, no good. Rebound by Rivard.
Great job by Gabe Michaud rotating over on defense to perfection.
Xavier Hill all the way to the basket. Nobody gets in the way.
11 points for Xavier Hill.
Deep three from Clay, no good, and Rivard tracks down that rebound. And Moodie turns it over looking for Michaud. And Clay returns the favor on the other end.
And there goes Boone Fahey sliding out of bounds.
Moodie for three in the corner, no good. Rebound Gabe Michaud, right back up, got it in the foul.
Points, but what positioning on the weak side block by Gabe Michaud. You know where that shot went up from. He knows it's either going in or the rebound's going to go to that weak side, and he is just busting on that weak side block. Very impressive.
Free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, Rivard, and he puts it in.
That's just not fair. The way they are just owning the boards here tonight. And the term glass eater is in full effect.
No good on that jumper, but an offensive rebound for Vance. Parkman pulls up on Rivard, no good. Five and a half to play. Wildcats by 21. Gabe Michaud to the rim, going to be called for the offensive foul. Another hustle play there by Boone Fahey. Hunter Clay back in for Thetford as McGovern going to take a breather. You know, even if tonight isn't the night, Lori, you look at this young Thetford team, and they are going to be back with a vengeance, I have a feeling, next year.
I could not agree with you more, TC. And I'm glad you said with a vengeance, because that's what I'm thinking as well.
And led by the junior who will be a senior next year, Mitchell Parkman.
12 points for Parkman to lead the Panthers here tonight.
As well as a really stellar job defensively on Tyler Rivard.
And you're absolutely right, and thanks for saying that, because that gets overlooked sometimes.
Baker spins out of it, up top. I think Hazen going to start showing some patience here. Moodie dumps down to Lincoln Michaud.
You would not know it was a 20-point lead if you just had your eyes watching Coach Hill.
Just because you have a lead doesn't mean.
And what did we say, 22 years? 22, 23 years at the helm for the Wildcats. Amazing coach.
Stolen ahead to Xavier Hill, and he will go up and lay it in for two.
13 points for Hill. Nice balanced scoring for the Wildcats.
Parkman called for a walk that time. McGovern back in. Vance heads to the sidelines.
Watching Parkman and Rivard, they were a nice little conversation up the floor.
And a 30-second timeout by the Wildcats. 55-33 is the score with 3:51 to play in this Division III semifinal. And not to look ahead, Lori, but if we do in fact have a rematch, Winooski-Hazen, it is going to be an absolute barn burner come Saturday.
It certainly is. And you know that Winooski has been clamoring to get back to that state championship game and get another shot at Hazen. We've obviously got an up close and personal look at both squads here tonight. And Winooski definitely wants to put the track shoes on and fly up and down the floor. I like what Hazen can bring inside and out. And the most important thing is they really tightened up that defense, did Hazen, after that first quarter. And they took away belly cuts, backdoor cuts, jumped in the passing lane. I really, really like everything about this Hazen team. Not taking anything away from Winooski, but just so many other things they bring, and the inside-outside game alone is just deadly.
Jaden Baker with the lay-in off the inbounds as Parkman knocks down the three for the Panthers.
And the other thing with Winooski, we didn't see them, and we could see this on Saturday, we didn't see them with a lot of shots from the perimeter. We saw a couple of threes, and they wanted everything at the paint. They want to get out in transition, obviously, and finish at the rim. But you've got some big, smart defenders here for Hazen to serve as rim protectors, and it's not just one person. You've got 3 or 4 of them. And I don't want to jump ahead, but
1-and-1 coming here for Thetford. Foul on the turnover from the Wildcats.
It'd be fun to watch a Surma Rivard battle, though.
Free throw, no good. And the ball going to go back to Thetford. Gilman back in for Thetford Academy. Driving, and won't go for Fahey. Parkman, the rebound, goes up and draws a foul. Mitchell Parkman has absolutely put in a fantastic effort here.
16 points, Tom, 16 for the junior. Coming up a little short on the foul line.
Free throw, good. 20-point game for the Wildcats. Baker over the timeline, gives up to Hill. It is passing and layups if you are Hazen here. And speaking of which, Rivard draws the foul as he went hard to the rim.
He certainly did.
Rivard hits the first free throw. If you're just joining us, Rivard, a 1,000-point scorer for the Wildcats, joined the 1,000-rebound club as well. And he's going to draw a foul there. Big collision with Hunter Clay. Rivard thought he was undercut. Clay going to go to the line? Either way, I don't think I want Rivard falling on top of me on a hardwood floor.
Very good point.
Misses the free throw. And Xavier Hill able to get it to Rivard, who will pull it out and slow it down. Moodie has his pocket picked to Parkman, and Parkman going to be fouled by Jaden Baker.
Parkman, he has been working so hard tonight. I think that was just a 3-second break he was trying to take, laying on the floor. Might need a lot of ice after this game.
First one is good.
Nice, cool 17 points for the junior tonight.
And a timeout by Thetford. 58-39 the score. Wildcats in front with 2:24 to play. You're watching the Division III semifinals right here on the NFHS Network.
Teams
coming down the stretch. Hazen Union looks to be on the verge of returning to defend their state championship on Saturday afternoon.
3:45.
They switched the Division III and Division II. And Hazen couldn't get it in, so they will use a timeout here. We have a bunch of exciting games coming up on Saturday. You look at Division II, I think North Country and Montpelier is going to be an absolute blast.
That one is going to be so much fun. That game last night, that overtime win by North Country by 1 was really good basketball. And you just got to look at Montpelier and North Country. They both, to get to the state championship games, took out 2 undefeated ball clubs in Fairhaven and Spalding, who both came into the Barriotta 22-0. That's going to be a fun one, Tom.
Absolutely. And there's another team, Montpelier, looking to go back-to-back. 3.
Yep.
I forget about that pandemic year. Goes into Hill. Hill will break the timeline. Left wing up top. They swing it to Rivard. And Brendan Moodie going to draw the foul as McGovern gets caught with his hand in the jar.
And we think that's the 5th. But let's wait, as both teams in the double bonus. That is indeed. And Dempsey McGovern, just one of those sophomores, will exit the game with 5 points. And like Tom said a few minutes back, they will be back with a vengeance next year, this Thetford Academy team. $18 points for the sophomore Brendan Moodie. Make that 19. A cool 4 for 4 from the charity stripe as well.
Clay kicks out. Parkman for 3. Looking in the middle, Rivard and Parkman called for the reach. Rivard hits the first. No good on the second. Step through there by Clay, missed the lay-in.
Nice look-off step through by Hunter Clay, just couldn't finish at the rim.
I feel like this is the most I've seen the Dusters get used in 2 weeks.
I agree.
Vance misses the three, and Rivard pulls down the rebound. And a little bump there from Parkman.
That'll be the fourth foul on Parkman, but
I think everybody there was like, I think we could have let that go.
Yep.
Jaden Baker to the line. Misses the first. Chance, shout out to his dad, Mike Baker, one of the assistants on the team, stepping away after, I believe, 21 seasons straight at the helm of the JV basketball team for Hazen Union.
That's impressive. And a nice hard take by Boone Fahey. We've been saying that a lot tonight, and he will have a few bumps and bruises on him tomorrow. But looking down the scoring column, again, as always, nice balanced scoring for the Hazen Wildcats, led by Brendan Moodie with 19 points, Xavier Hill 13 points, and Gabe Michaud off the bench with 16 points for Coach Hill.
Free throw no good.
And 19 points on the flip side for Mitchell Parkman to lead the Thetford Academy Panthers.
Second is good. Knocked away. Pull up from Gilman. That one no good. Knocked around. Secured. And we're going to reach in foul by Boone Fahey.
Boone Fahey thought he got all ball on that one, just trying to poke it out. Eh.
Boone Fahey fouls out.
4 points on the night for Fahey, but
numerous
works
hustle,
so hard tonight.
Hustle tallies and Ankin Michaud hits the free throw. Ryan Morrison comes in now for the Wildcats as Rivard heads to the bench. Backdoor cut and a whistle and a foul. Headed to the free throw line is Spencer Durkee. Banks home the first. In for the Wildcats, freshman Sully LaFlamme. Freshman Morgan Michaud.
I was waiting for Damian Morrison to come in.
Second free throw, no good. And the rebound hauled down by Hazen. Xavier Hill gets it over the timeline. 3 on the way from LaFlamme, got it.
There's your exclamation point.
Sully LaFlamme gets on the scorebook as time dwindles down from this semifinal. Up top, Clay. A whistle and a foul by Xavier Hill.
I would take it that Damian Morrison is coming in for Brendan Moodie, who led all scorers here tonight with 19 points.
Or Xavier Hill.
No, could be. Oh, we got a couple now.
Both, I would go ahead and say now.
Yes. And what a game for both of these young men.
Gavin Stratton comes in along with the freshman Damian Morrison. Knocked out of bounds with 8 seconds to play.
And Damian Morrison trying to get out in transition, weak side, cutting to the ball side. He wants that ball. Trying.
And Gilman goes ahead and burns one more foul.
Yeah, he can't take it home.
Foul out of his last game.
Exactly. The only senior on this Thetford Academy team. Just one.
Morgan Michaud. No good on the first. No good on the second. 5 seconds. Looking inside. The turnaround won't go. And the Wildcats are headed to defend their title Saturday afternoon against the Winooski Spartans as they knock out the Thetford Academy Panthers by a final score of 66-43. Just a stellar performance for 4 quarters.
Stellar performance says it perfectly, TC. Solid 4 quarters on both ends of the floor. We talked about the scoring, always that nice scoring column. Everybody pitching in for the Hazen Wildcats, but I'm going to give a giant shout out to their defense. Their defense was solid tonight. They took away everything Thetford was trying to do on the offensive end. I kept talking about backdoor cuts, belly cuts, jumping in the passing lane. Just a great defensive 4 quarters for the Hazen Wildcats. And when you're going to play defense like that, that's a team game right there. Everyone that stepped on the floor for Hazen tonight, that was team defense at its best.
For Thetford Academy, a tough loss, but they are a very young team.
They will be back.
They are bringing everybody back other than Jacob Gilman. And Jacob Gilman is a loss because he was a gamer and he was all over the floor here today. But they will be back.
They certainly will, my friend. They certainly will.
Final score, final time. It was the Hazen Wildcats 66, the Thetford Academy Panthers 43. For Lori Shepard and Brandon Walker, I am Tom Corbett. You've been watching the 2023 VPA Vermont State Basketball Semifinals presented by Booth Brothers.
Parents, family members,